Hello and welcome to NSK's PV Power Hour for September 21st, 2018. My name is Yoshi. This is a podcast about Japanese idols brought to you by Schook Kaidan.com, and I'm joined, as always, by Charlie Drake and Cat. What's up?
Oh, not a whole lot.
The
Not a whole
usual.
lot. Yeah, got a new monitor, so
Yep.
maybe we won't argue about what looks like Japan filter and what doesn't.
No, I'm always going to argue about what looks like Japan filter. This is a never-ending battle, a
No.
crusade, a 100-year war against Japan filter.
Yes, but normally it's not between each other.
No. But if it comes off as one, I will fight to the death. I'll fight you forever until we decide.
It's nice because I can raise my monitor now above my mic and actually see the full screen.
Well, I'm gonna trust your monitor for color correction and accuracy because my monitor is definitely inferior to yours now for sure, 100% sure. So yeah, I'll go with you.
I looked at my terminals between the monitor and my TV that I use as a secondary.
Uh-huh.
And the green was just, oh my god. On the TV, it's like
Just too green.
it was like pastel green compared to neon green. It was that drastic of a difference.
So it's like Wasta
Yeah.
and pastel. All right, so speaking of colors, let's get started. Momo Clover Zat Anta Tobashisugi.
Oh boy.
You're going too fast, man. That's usually what Tobashisugi means. Even though they use the kanji for fly, it's usually used by people who are trying to stop someone driving something, whether it's a car or motorcycle. You know, like, hey, you're going too fast. Or if you just want to say it to a person who's going too hard, you say you're going too hard on something. So Tobashisugi is just when you're going too hard, too fast.
You're too lit.
Yeah, too lit, too blaze it, too 420, which this PV kind of implies with the Yankee aesthetic here.
Yeah. Oh. I don't know that I like this.
I don't like this, and I'm sad because I don't.
Yeah.
Because this is the kind of dumb that I like, but it's just not dumb enough.
Well, and I feel like it's way too repetitive.
Oh, the song is absolutely repetitive.
It's just the PV's got some variety to it, but the song is just.
I mean, I don't think the PV is all that great either, though. It's essentially the member introduction song, right? It's because the first verse is about Kanako, the second one is about Shiori, third one's about Ayaka, fourth one's about Reni, right?
Yeah.
This is a formula that's been done before, which is not a surprise, but why 10 years into their lifespan they're doing a introduction song? And also, this song is just absolutely repetitive.
Because Momoka left and they had to do a new one? I don't know.
It would be easier if they just did a 30-second song that said, Momoka left.
Yeah?
Not a 5-minute song about, hey, I'm still the same person that you knew.
But now I'm like 23 instead of 16.
Yeah, Ayaka mentions that. She's like, I'm 20, I'm still... So...
I'm still under mom's thumb. She won't let me go on dates still.
Yeah. I want my shoe cream.
Yeah.
So, each member has some sort of theme that's kind of Yankee delinquent related. You know, Kanako's just like the straight up delinquent Yankee types. You know, all guys. The guys you would see from like Gokusen, the drama and manga anime series.
The guys like from AK Bingo.
Oh, is it?
What? The host.
Oh, the bad boys, right?
Yeah.
Right.
I think that one probably resonates with most of our viewers.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like the haircut that Kanako has is the same one that Sata
the pompadour.
has. Yeah, the huge ass pompadour is definitely Sata from Bad Boys, and Shiori's like leading a gang of nerds. They all have like a really super straight gelled hair to the side, and
Very
half of
kind of
them are,
military.
yeah, they're like wearing glasses and they all look nerdy and straight laced. And Ayaka's the classic skibon, the ladies Yankee kind of thing.
I
And
thought that
the
was Rennie.
Rennie is the skibon Deka, which is the
Yeah,
detective, right? Which is
yeah.
a shoujo manga from the 70s TV series where a local police force hires a delinquent girl to stop crime, so she
And
avoids
gives
jail
her
time.
a yo-yo as her only weapon
Yeah,
of
it's
defense.
that's her weapon is a yo-yo, and Rennie has one, and it's
Yeah.
definitely a clear reference to Skibon Deka. But
Yep.
Ayaka is just the classic Skibon, which is the like huge hair, a lot of makeup, loose clothes. It's definitely that. So,
The
and
Boku.
and there's really nothing happens, right? It's just,
Yeah.
hey, I'm this.
Yeah.
Hey,
There, there-
I'm this.
there's a table flip in Momoka or in Kaneka's.
Right. They're playing mahjong because, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I was watching Reddit and I'm just like, so where's her yo-yo? And it's like, whoop. Oh,
Yep,
yep,
there it
there it
is.
is.
Yep. Well, it was a giveaway, right? Because
Yeah.
her crew was a bunch of cops,
Yep.
so and she's the only one dressed like a delinquent, so it made sense. Like, oh, she's a part of the police force, but she looks like a delinquent, so or a high school girl, which Skibon Deka.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
yeah,
I remember watching the version with Matsuda Aya.
oh yeah, she did one, huh?
Yep. That wasn't too bad.
Yeah. Well, I'm disappointed in the PV because there's no conflict. I want them to
Mhm.
fight it out or something, you know?
Somebody, yeah. I mean, even
Nothing.
Renee's where there's implied conflict, you don't see anything.
Nothing. Like, shouldn't the nerds like try to stop the Yankees from, being delinquents and stuff because they want to just study or whatever? And why aren't the delinquents fighting Rennie and her cops, you know?
Yeah.
It's so weird. It's just a missed opportunity.
I also thought it was very weird that, Ayaka's was all girls, but the song is still vocally male for
Right.
their parts. It's
Yeah.
like, that's. You should have recorded some females in there.
I don't know if
Is
they
that-
had that in mind when they recorded the song.
No,
That's-
but their lip. No, yeah, when they recorded the song, maybe not. But
Yeah.
I mean, they're lip syncing it.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah. Not quite immersive. Like, that's why it feels like an intro song to me. It's just they just introduce the people. There's no conflict. There's no power struggle or anything. It's just, hey, here you go. Each member of Momoclo are leading a gang of some kind, right? And that's it.
Yeah. And you got the one member from Biss in there, or Bish.
What?
The one that shaved her head.
That's not her.
Sure, look, kind of reminds
It's
me
not.
of her though.
That is
Actually,
not-
it really reminds me of her.
that is not Kamisaki. Kamisaki has a longer face. That girl has like a rounder face. But yeah, her hair is crazy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's bald or a wig cap or what. Can't really
She shaved
tell, but
her entire head except for like the fringes of the front.
like her bangs, yeah.
Yeah, it's just she looks insane.
Uh,
Like it fits perfectly though, but
yeah,
nothing comes from it.
no. And you would think that there would be some variance in the song,
No,
and I can hear a little bit with the self intro part, but that's like one or two lines, and the rest of it, they're just repeating the previous line.
there's
It's
three melodies essentially.
but I'm talking the lyrics. They're basically at one point each girl repeats the same line
Yeah,
or the same set of lines.
it's just a absolutely repetitive song, so that's why I
Yeah.
don't feel great about this because
Yeah.
it's just the song is repetitive. The PV doesn't go anywhere. I'm just disappointed sitting here in a pool of my disappointing sweat.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I'm really hoping that they release something good with this whole 12 months or whatever they're doing of PV.
I don't think it's quite 12 months. I think it's 5 months. Yeah, 5
Oh,
months.
okay.
This is their third one, I think. Right? I think.
Second, isn't it?
Is it the second one?
I think it's the second one.
Huh. Oh,
Because
I remember the Alien Girl one where it's just the kids.
yeah,
I don't know if they did one after that, but I feel like they did. I don't
I
remember.
thought that was the first one.
Yeah, it might be. This might be the second one then.
The
Yeah.
Restory. Yeah, that was a month ago.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
Nah, this
Rate
is
it.
pretty disappointing. I would I honestly think I'd dump this. I don't think I'd watch this or listen to it. It's way too repetitive, and the PV's just, hey, look at us, we're mildly badass, but not really. So I think I'd dump both.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm not happy with this.
I'm very disappointed, but I don't think I'm ready to dump it. The production value's there, a lot of extras, which is so appreciated for me. It just makes it look like a big production, right? It's really colorful, a lot of props, a lot of money went into making this. It's just not interesting at all, other than, hey, they're dressed as delinquents. Well, 3 of them are. Well, 2 of them are. Because Rennie's kind of dressed up like a straight-laced high school girl, but yeah, it's...
She got the one hand, the fingerless glove on.
Oh, okay, so that makes her kind of a delinquent, sort of.
Sort of.
You know, how's she gonna catch her yo-yo without the fingerless gloves? Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's really disappointing, but I'm not gonna quite dump it. I still appreciate the production value. I think it's well done for what it is. It's just creatively lacking both the song and video. I think the song has great energy. It's punk rock. I appreciate the energy, but it's just so unbelievably repetitive. So I'm gonna double shelf the song and PV. That's Momori Clover's that Anta Tobashisugi. You're going too hard, man. Speaking of going too hard, maybe I don't know. Pedro, which is a band that features Ayuni D from Bish.
This is her solo project.
It is, and the song is called Jiritsu Shinke Shuchochu. Auto nerve business trip. So whatever.
Idle nerve, huh?
Yeah, auto nerve.
Oh, auto nerve.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. It's a medical term for some
auto
nerve synapse whatever shit. I don't
Okay.
know. People can look it up. It doesn't really have to do with anything here. Essentially, it's just
it would have been funnier if it was idle nerve, because idle and nerve were both songs.
Yeah, that is true.
That would have been funnier.
Yeah. I mean, they could be playing on it. I don't know. But yeah. So Ayuni D, she released it's already out. The EP is already out. I have to check this out. It's a mini album. So the song is written by Matsuko Makenta, which is pretty clear. But I do think it has some indie rock elements to it. So I think it's a little bit of a change of pace, but like especially when it gets to the chorus, it's the classic Bish Matsuko Makenta sound. So if you're not into that, you're probably not going to like this.
Yeah. So they credit her with the bass.
Right, she plays the bass in this band project.
Well, okay, because they only credit her with the bass for the PV that I saw.
Right.
But I can't read all the Japanese, so...
From what I read, so the way they explain it is kind of not clear, right? It's 7 songs recorded, wrote the lyrics, part composition, and bass performance. So I don't know if that part, in quotations, applies to the bass part, but she plays bass in here. So.
Interesting.
Well, she's playing in the video at least, so.
I mean, if she's playing, then great. That's more power to her.
And when she does play the bass in the video, it looks like she knows what she's doing, so it looks authentic. So I have no qualms about that. So that's good. But this song is definitely still hella bish and whack, essentially.
Yeah.
And I like that sound. I'm used to it. I'm a fan of most of the whack stuff, so I can get down with it. I also like Ayuni D's voice, so this is a plus for me. Like, I'm not saying this is a masterpiece, but I really like this song because I think it is catchy. It's good melodies.
This is better than the other girls, Chi-Chi's.
Chi-Chi's or Ina's.
I mean, Ina's done more than one song, where Chi-Chi's only done one that I know of.
Right.
So I wouldn't say it's better than Ina's. Definitely not better than To the End.
No.
Yeah, I'd say better than last week's Kinaide or whatever it was called.
Yeah. No, that was Kianides Ina's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember what Chi-Chi's was.
It
All I
was
know
Yoru
is
o Jito Tsukino Hime, I think.
all I know is I found it really boring.
Right.
Didn't like it.
I remember. Yeah, I think this song is catchy, so I enjoy it.
Okay, so they do credit her as bass.
Right, at the end.
In the PV, whereas in the description it's just like MV, vocal and bass.
Right.
It doesn't actually credit her as playing on the album or on the track.
Yep.
Which is cool. Hey, more power to her.
I'm kind of stoked about what her post-Bish career would be by seeing this. Like, this could open a door for her to just form a band because she feels like it and she has like the name value.
Yeah.
So like after she leaves Bish, if she wants to, like she can just form a band and she wouldn't have any problems getting some kind of following. Not saying she'll, rank in the Oricon. I'm just saying she'll have a following.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
I don't see any issues with that. I probably wouldn't follow her, but
I would. Yeah. I think she's my favorite member of Bish. So.
Yeah, and I probably lean more towards Ina than
Ina's
anyone.
A close second for me, easily. So. The PV, I don't understand this PV. Having watched it multiple times, I still don't really get it. Maybe I need to look into the lyrics, but it's so disjointed that it's kind of hard to figure out what the hell is going on exactly.
Yeah, I don't quite understand it. There's girls in masks dancing and walking around and stuff, and then there's the one girl with the cast on her foot and a mask, and
she's holding a flower, which looks to be maybe something which happens in like Japanese dramas and movies that I've seen. Is like, let's say a student passes away in your class, right? You would, of course, that desk would be empty, like there's nothing there because the student is no longer there or alive. So they would put like a small vase with a flower in it. I don't know what flower it is, but in this PV they use like a yellow flower. I don't know if that's what it's trying to signal, but I think they usually use white flowers to signal like or to honor the death of someone, but they use like a yellow flower. I don't know if it's any kind of significance to that, but that's just the way it came off. It's like Ayuni's sitting on a desk and kind of just like lip syncing at the beginning, and she gets up and starts playing the bass and whatever, right? But at the end, the girl with the cast on her leg walks by and puts a dead, decaying flower vase on the desk. So I don't know what that exactly means, but I'm assuming it just means like, hey, you're gone, and all there is after you're gone is like decay or something. I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, because at the start she puts the yellow flower on.
Right. And at the end, the flower's dead. It's just decayed. And
Ayuri just rips it out and throws it over her shoulder.
Right.
So
maybe that's why it's shriveled and dead, because she ripped it out and threw it.
Maybe.
That might explain it. But yeah, it still doesn't really explain what the hell is going on.
No.
And it's shot really. It's shot like the one take PVs, right? Where it's just But I don't think it's quite one take. They just do camera tricks to make it look like it's one take, but
yeah, probably not.
It's weird because the location's like a warehouse and dark, so it really doesn't make sense with the story. It's not like the setting is correct. It's just weird.
Yeah, I have no idea. Because she goes from the desk to standing in front of this container or elevator or whatever it is, with the four girls dancing around her, and then she goes to the mic, and then she goes to the bass, and I don't know. I have no idea what's going on with this.
Yeah, I'm Lost. All right. Anything else?
Nah, I mean for the song for me, it's pretty similar to other Bish stuff. Probably a little more tame, a little more straightforward, I'd say.
Yep.
But yeah, it's not bad. Not really my type though. I'd probably, I think I'd shelf both. The PV doesn't really do anything for me. There's not a whole lot going on with it. Um, the song I'd shelf. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not a bad song, but it's oh, yeah, she's not wearing the mask at the start of the PV, where she is at the end when she's carrying the flower.
I don't. The thing is, there's no like event that happens in the middle to explain why they just suddenly have masks on, or
Yeah.
covers on their heads. It's just, I
Well,
don't know.
most of them start off that way.
Yeah, it's just a one girl, right, with the flower.
Yeah.
She doesn't. It's
Yeah.
weird. It's a weird thing.
Very, very weird. Maybe she's
Um,
a ghost.
She could be. She could be. It's hard to tell. All right. I'm gonna shelf the PV. It's shot nicely. She's a great performer. I think she always looks like she cares, and she's always in character for whatever situation is needed. So I appreciate that. And the song I think is catchy. It's your typical whack kind of punk rockish influenced indie rock kind of song. So if you're into that, I think you'll enjoy it. Good melodies, solid. I'll playlist it. All right, that's Pedro, which is the name of the side project, solo project by NED of Bish. The song is called Jiritsu Shinke Shucho Chu. And next up, speaking of whack, people that kind of left the whack, Koshoji Megami, her group. Maison Book Girl, Okaeri Sayonara. Speaking of PVs that don't make any sense.
Have their PVs ever made sense?
No, it's just usually imagery, aesthetics. That's
Yeah.
about it. If you're
Kinda-
into that.
Kind of like Bish. I can't
Sure.
say Bish PVs really make sense a lot of the time either.
Yeah, but I feel like Bish PVs, like, they're not so much about themes.
Yeah, they don't have like the imagery that Maison Book Girl does.
Yeah, like Maison Book Girl would just do a close up of a typewriter, and you're supposed to interpret that. It's just okay, sure, okay, whatever. I don't know what that means, but so yeah, I feel like this is similar in vein, but I think the concept is death again. Okaeri Sayonara. Okaeri is like welcome home, welcome back. Sayonara, of course, is goodbye, and they're all wearing patient gowns as you would in a hospital or medical, facility, and they're just walking around the city wearing medical stuff.
And they do show a hospital room or something to that effect.
They do. That's the mystery, right? Because at the end, they kind of do a close up of this person that's lying in bed, and at the end, you hear this like continuous beeping noise. It's just like, right? That sound to me, it's part of the song, but I think what they're trying to go for is that the person passed away, as if to say like, oh, they don't have a pulse, so it just flatlined. That's my guess. I don't know, but just assuming from what I'm watching here.
Maybe.
That's what it seems like, at least.
Or maybe they pulled the plug on her or something. I don't know.
I don't know. But I think this is a song in PV about death, essentially.
Yeah, it kind of has that heavy feel to it.
Yeah. And it's not as intense. No, the chorus does get intense, but this feels more... This is the most different that a Maison Book Girl has sounded in the past year.
Yeah.
They switched it up with like the big heavy banging drums for the chorus. There's like pianos that do like very melodic soft stuff under it, vocals. So it feels different from the typical Maison Book Girl.
It's not Cloudy Irony 26.
No. And the similar instruments are still there. That clicking hi hat noise, the snare drum, it's still
That
there. It's the same exact.
violin or whatever sound is still in there at times.
Yeah. So it's still Maison Book Girl, but I think the song switches it up just enough to
Yeah.
keep it fresh. So that's good.
Yeah, this is definitely, I would say, better than most of the stuff they've released since Cloudy Irony.
Could be.
It's not just a rehash of the same instrumentals and the same tempo and sound
At a
that
certain
they
point
had.
last year, every song that they ever released kind of started blending together for me. So
Yeah.
I can't really name any specifics, like maybe like Faithlessness, or is it Faithlessness? And then like One Room, I think is another one. They all just kind of blended together.
Yeah.
But this one feels a little different, so that's appreciated.
Yeah, this one definitely feels different.
Yeah. So yeah, the PV really doesn't have much going on. I just explained it essentially. It's just a lot of imagery, and close-ups of the person in the hospital bed and seemingly passing away. So,
Yeah.
and yeah, the song is okay. Yeah, I think.
I think if you've liked the previous stuff they've done, you'll like this. It is a little heavier. I don't get as much of a pop feel, a happy feel from it, but it's still good.
Yep.
And in fact, I would say it's definitely better than the last, I don't know, 3, 4 songs they've
Yeah.
done. So
This one stands out a little bit.
yeah.
All right. You want to rate it?
I would. I'd shelf the PV. It's well shot. I think the theme is a little more prominent in this one. So I'd shelf the PV. I probably wouldn't watch it, but the song, I'd shelf it. I doubt I'd ever listen to this. It's just not something I ever feel like I need to listen to.
Yep. Double shelf for me. It's fine. It's another Maison Book Girl thing essentially. So they don't really do it for me, unfortunately. So yeah, that's Maison Book Girl, Okaidi, Sayonara. Next up, oh boy. This
Are you
group
gonna
hasn't.
bite me?
No, they might
Okay.
though. Lady Baby, they might bite you. The song's called "Bite Me."
Or they might ask you to bite them.
Yes, That's essentially what the song is doing because Omori Seiko wrote it, I guess. So maybe she's into that kind of stuff.
Maybe.
So yeah, written and composed by Omori Seiko, and this song is like 95% Kanekori, right?
Yeah.
Like they don't
Yeah.
even give other girls solo lines. Essentially,
No, I don't think so.
it's pretty sad.
There's some solo growling in there, but it's the repetitive stuff that they all do.
Why isn't she just solo? Like just go solo. Why does this lady baby thing need to exist if it's just Kanekori and friends?
I don't know. I mean, this is only their second single with this lineup, so we'll have to see. But yeah, if that's the way it's gonna be, then yeah, I don't see the point.
It's just weird, It's like at least fairies, Shimomura Miki sings and Nomoto Sora raps. At least in Watari Roka, Mayu wasn't the only one singing, and everyone else still got solo lines, even though it wasn't as much as Mayu. But they still got their shit in. This group, you don't really get your shit in.
No, they get some ons, some on.
And panting.
Yeah.
They're like, and they just go mogu mogu mogu.
Or mugu mugu mugu.
Yep. This song, I'm sorry, Omori Seiko. This song is just all over the place
It's
in
weird.
that Shingeki kind of way, where it's just not like a good kind of all over the place. It's just unnecessarily aggressively all over the place and confusing.
I kind of like it though, but I have to say I wouldn't bite Rie because you just don't do that with Crazy.
Hmm.
You don't bite Crazy, and she seems a little crazy.
Does she?
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't know what she is as a person, so I really wouldn't know. I would say if you bite Ray, she might like it,
Probably,
or she
probably.
might be more into biting you instead of you biting her.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. So yeah, this song, jeez, I don't know.
Yeah, the
Like it,
middle of this song, like I don't know what is it, 2:30 or so. It like changes styles completely.
yeah, it
It's
goes from like
weird.
metal to like idle pop rock, and then like a weird metal breakdown. They're like mogu mogu mogu, and it feels like a classic, idle metal kind of repetitive thing over and over again as the guitar just chugs along.
Yeah.
So I do think this song has like catchy elements, like the melody for the chorus is pretty catchy, but it just like each section just ends abruptly and they go into a new section, you know? I'm not a fan of transitions like that. I like something a little more smoother. So,
Yeah.
yeah, not really a fan of this song.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't have issues with those transitions. I know some people had issues even with like the transitions in Blackpink's new song. So, and I didn't have any issues with those.
Yeah, that
So
song didn't really have transitions.
this is okay with me.
Yeah.
Um, it's very weird though, because yeah, it has the metal, and then it goes into the rock, and it's like, hey, look at me, I'm pretty, and follow me, and I'm beautiful, and I'm cheesy, and this is how I sort of act sometimes when there's a camera on me. Then it goes back into the metal of I'm kind of crazy,
Yeah.
and wanting them to eat them.
I mean, they don't want you to eat them. They just want
Uh,
to be bitten,
no,
right?
no. What is it? Watashi ni watashi o tabete.
Ah, that's true.
That's one of the lyrics.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
eat me.
Yep.
It kind of gives it a rather I don't know sexual overtone to the whole song.
It does, but I think they're trying to go for, or Moriseko was trying to go for something more like pretend I'm candy or something.
Yeah,
It's just a metaphor.
I'm chocolate. I'm sweet.
Yeah, just take me in, whether that's actual eating or just enjoying my presence, that kind of thing, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna eat them with my eyes, and that's gonna be as far as it goes.
Ooh, that's pretty suggestive. So yeah, this song is it's all right.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's got that moment called craziness that is kind of the right level. It's not too far, at least as far as the song goes. The PV is.
Like the song
They're not.
doesn't give it away, but like the video screams, "I have no budget."
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Like one room, like with some pictures plastered behind them, pillows.
Some confetti
Another
that they
room
cut
with
up.
confetti, yeah, and they're running outside at the end, and they're together and laughing at a park.
Yeah.
That's it.
Uh, yeah, they're having fun. I will say
Great,
that.
great. They're laughing. Yay.
They're having fun even if they're in one set the entire time,
I'm not having as much fun watching.
and it's well shot.
I think it
The
looks fuzzy. I don't know.
the camera's good.
Yeah. Well,
Um,
I'm deferring this to you. On my end, it looks fuzzy, like warm.
it definitely during the outside shots. They use like a sepia filter or something, or it's really dingy and dark out.
Yeah.
There's a definite like difference. Some of the solo shots, yeah, they're
Bloomy.
a little fuzzy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it though. This PV is just them sitting in a couple of different rooms and
Hanging out, playing on their
yeah,
phones.
nothing specific, right? It's just like playing on my phone. I'm playing with the pillow and nothing
I
of
I
real
I want to
interest.
throw my phone, but I'm gonna hit this pillow with it instead, so I don't
Yeah.
bust my $1,200 iPhone.
Soon to be $1,200. Yes.
Blowing out candles.
Yeah.
Oh, why?
Nothing of note. That's all it
Yeah.
is. It's
And
just
they make like biting motions with their fingers every once in a while.
it's totally inconsequential. So nothing that moves along a concept or a story.
If you like looking at them, then sure.
It doesn't hurt. Kaneko Rie is very easy on the eyes. So,
None
I
of them
can.
are harsh on the eyes. So
Yeah,
maybe
I
just
have a
with the
special attachment to Kaneko Rie. She was my Oshi and Lady Baby. Now, Lady Baby is kind of off the radar for me. So, uh,
yeah. I mean I still like Rie's voice.
oh, she's great. That's why I don't dislike this song because it's 95% Rie, right?
Yeah. There's that growling.
Yeah, which is fine. It's
Which
fine. It makes
yeah.
sense. They have metal roots, so they
I mean
gotta maintain it.
I guess I'm guessing that's why the chick with the orange hair was hired in the first place was because she can growl,
Yeah,
and that's what
that's why
uh,
she's there.
they thought people wanted out of Lady Baby.
Yep.
So,
All right. Anything else?
um, I would no, I don't
No.
have anything else.
Right.
I would. I think I'd playlist the song. It's
Damn.
yeah, it's just got that hyper energy that I look for. Except in the middle. The middle kind of disappointing. Um, but it's still pretty good. And yeah, I like Rhea's voice, and that helps a lot. um, I'd shelf the PV unless you're looking for shots of the members and wanting to watch them. There's really not much to this PV.
Yep.
There's not even any like gravity or roots to this PV.
No.
So
What a thing this is. Yeah, but I think this is the best thing that the new Lady Baby has done.
this is
Um,
like the only thing except for that first song.
well, they've done two. I think I've seen two
Have they?
PVs with the new Lady Baby. Yeah, there's that one PV where nothing
Ah,
happens.
and they had the guy. In
Yeah,
that
there's a
one.
Ladybeard PV. Remember? And he had he was teaching them how to like rock climb or something. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the best one easily of the three. Not close. So that says something, and it's probably more of a credit to Omori Seiko because she's a pretty good composer. So, but yeah, this song it's catchy in some parts, but I can't see myself listening to this like actively seeking it out. It's fine. If it comes on a playlist, I'll listen to it, but I'm not gonna ever seek this out. So that's a shelf for me. Um, the PV. I am dumping this. This PV is not interesting. It's just if you like the members, go for it, man. That's about it. So
Yeah.
let's Lady Baby bite me and let's do some rapid fires. We got some real quick rapid fires tonight. Tamara Mamie. This is her third thing, I guess, that we've seen her do, and it's called "Lovin' You," which is the cover of what's her name?
Minnie Riperton.
Minnie Riperton. Yes. Classic song, It's the part where the falsetto is like the most recognizable falsetto of all time, where it's just that part.
That whistle note that's in there.
Yeah. And she hits it pretty well, I guess.
She struggles. She struggles with that whistle note a little bit.
Yeah, you can definitely feel or hear the breathing happening, right? It's just
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably why that song is such an iconic song and such a recognizable song is because of Minnie Riperton's performance on it.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard to replicate it.
Yeah,
But,
she definitely struggles with that high note.
yeah, but everything else sounds fine. The pronunciation is fine. It's your
Yeah,
typical Japanese, second language kind of pronunciation.
I'd say it's better than typical.
Yeah, probably above average for sure. So
The R is there. which
Yeah,
is a really big key of how much they practiced and actually learned.
and she says "loving you" with an actual L.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
Oh,
good.
I want more.
Of this,
Yes, I
it,
want it. I want to hear the full song.
yeah, it's pretty good. Like except for the whistle falsetto
Yeah,
part, everything else is solid. Like her performance is
yeah,
great.
yeah. You can see she's happy. She's smiling to during it. It's
Yeah,
like, and she just, I don't know. There's something about the way she does it that I really like this.
she seems invested, I guess.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's just the way she emotes it or something. But yeah, I really like this. I
She
want more.
she's doing pretty damn good for herself after having left Hello Project. So
Yeah.
good for her,
I
man.
yeah. Listening to the first one and this one, I want to get the album or the single.
Yeah, I mean
Unfortunately, it's not out.
the first one is still my favorite one, but the summer song was fine. It was pretty good,
Yeah,
and
it
this
was
is
decent.
definitely good. So like, yeah, I mean she's doing damn good for herself. I think
Yeah,
it's pretty great.
yeah. Unfortunately, it doesn't come out until next month.
Yeah, so you gotta wait a little bit. PV, there's really nothing to say about the PV. It's just a
No.
studio shot of her singing. So
Yeah,
that's it.
she's got good expression though.
Yeah,
But
it fits
that's
the song and tone. Yeah,
yeah, but that's about as far as it goes.
yeah,
She looks pretty and she's got good expression. And there's a mic.
yep.
I mean that's the whole thing.
It's a mic.
There's only a minute and a half, and it's not even a full minute and a half.
I am 100% sure the rest of the music video, if it were to exist in whole
Oh
at some point, it's gonna
yeah.
be just this the entire time.
Yep.
So
Yes, unlike one of the other, the next Phoebe.
very true. All right, you want to rate it?
Um, I'd I'd shelf the PV only because I actually enjoyed watching her sing it. I didn't find it boring to watch it.
I wish she was somewhere else though, like something,
Yeah,
some nightscape, like top of a building at night or something. You know, that would have been
yeah,
nice and romantic. You know, because it's a
yeah,
romantic song. It's about making love. You know.
yeah. I could see that, or even a candlelight dinner or something.
Yeah, yeah, something romantic. I think it would have been great
Um, that might have elevated it slightly.
for sure.
Uh, I would. I'd playlist this song. I actually went back and and listened to a couple of other covers. It's like, damn. I have this song covered by Utada.
Oh, really? She covered this?
Yeah, she
Huh.
did it
I
on
could
like
see her rocking this song.
she did it on like a radio show or something.
Oh wow.
Acoustic
Oh,
guitar.
damn.
Um, but she didn't hit that high note.
Right. It's kind of difficult.
She skipped over the high note.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
mean, you can sing it a tone lower, and then it would still sound cool. You know, it's just
yeah.
it's an iconic melody. You know, it's just
Yeah, yeah. It was still good. I still enjoy it.
yeah.
So yeah, I'd playlist this song.
Yep. Yeah, I'll play this song too. I'll be nice and generous this time. I'll playlist it. I'm gonna dump the PV. Yeah, I'm not gonna forgive her production for choosing this. Yeah, like you said, with a candlelit dinner, even by herself, she can just be sitting by herself at a candlelit dinner and it'd just be romantic and it would fit the tone and mood of this song. It would have been great. So yeah, dump the PV. All right, that's Tom Mamie, loving you. Next up, Terashima Yufu. Speaking of formerly Bis or
Speaking of
Whack.
no budget,
Yeah. So Terashima Yufu, Kimi ni Tropitina.
they couldn't even afford a camera from the '90s for this.
What? How much? Okay. What would be harder? To find a camera and to edit it into current modern formats? Or to film a PV with modern technology and then make it look like this? What's more hard work?
Probably finding the camera and actually being able to get the footage.
So hopefully they did that, but I don't think they did.
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure this is all post-processing.
Yeah. So they made it.
Oh,
So what? It's like what, 15 FPS?
I don't know.
It's missing frames for sure. And it's fuzzy and out of focus, like something super retro. So
It's like a camera from the 7, from
Right.
the VCR tape that's been played a few dozen times. Yeah. Although
And-
I can't forgive them entirely for the camera work or the editing. Okay, but come on, you couldn't press that freaking skirt so it's not all wrinkly?
that's what annoys you.
Yeah, it did. It did actually, especially in the retro shot. It causes these weird shadows that.
Oh, I didn't notice.
I don't know. It causes weird shadows out of her.
Are you sure it's not because of the pleats? It's not that it's like completely not ironed?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
I looked at it in the high definition shots, and you could tell that between those pleats, it's
wrinkled.
It has not been pressed.
Yeah. Yeah, so like towards the end of this minute and 55-second PV short, they switched to regular like modern HD video for some reason. So
it's like, oh yeah, we forgot we were recording on the wrong camera.
Oh, I forgot this is 2018.
Yeah, we just started recording on this one. Here, quick, change everything over.
Yeah.
But
no, they just used the regular camera and just made it look crappy for a minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And switched over to regular for the last 20 seconds.
Absolutely no reason.
Yeah.
Well, no, it actually isn't a full minute and 30 seconds because there's one shot of them dancing that's with the high definition camera.
Oh, that's right.
But all you see is her skirt and her legs at the back of dancer's legs.
But why did they break the fourth wall by revealing that this was a video shoot and they have a person like holding a fan to blow the wind at them with smoke?
I don't know.
Like,
and then they bring in the light.
Yes, I don't get it.
I don't either.
I feel like this is a PV where we need to see the full thing to get a full idea of what the hell is going on. Maybe there's like a punchline at the end, you know? And
maybe
this is setting it up. I don't know, but yeah.
Yeah, maybe. You can tell it's not even green screen. It's just a pull down screen behind them.
Right. It's just like a.
And they got 3 of them, so they could shoot different backgrounds.
Yeah.
And that plushie toy, I should know what that thing is, but I don't.
It's probably she's into the yurukatas, you know, the ones that are like mascots in Japan. That's huge.
Yeah.
So
I said I probably should know who that is, but I don't.
Yeah, or maybe it's her character or something. Maybe she came up with it or something. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
So, yeah, I think the song is pretty catchy. Not in love with it. It feels a little bit like Especia, just slightly.
Yeah.
Feels a little bit vaporwavy, but not quite as crazy as Especia. But I think it has similar tones, and I think the song is decently catchy.
I don't. I find it very one note. Very kind of. Yeah. I don't find much of a melody or anything to it. It's just like. Yeah, just very, very one note for me. Very light on the instrumentals too. There's not much going.
It's a light song. She's like whispering the entire time too, essentially. Yeah. So,
and I think that might be part of it too.
Yeah.
This one doesn't do it for me.
You want to rate it?
I would shelf both. This song's not bad, but it's not my type. And the PV, I'll shelf it for now. I'll withhold judgment until maybe we get a full version.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know why the whole scene change and stuff goes on.
It could get interesting, but I'm willing to bet against it.
Yeah, me too.
That's where I'm at.
Yeah, that's why it gets a shelf. Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't get any better.
Yeah. Yep. That's a double shell for me. So that's Terashima Yufu, Kimi ni Toropitaina. Last but not least, speaking of Omori Seiko, this is a new group called ZOC, Z-O-C, and the song is called ZOC Jikenshitsu. ZOC Experimental Lab, or just laboratory, I guess. I don't know.
Zone of control.
Zone of control. I've never heard of that phrase, but apparently it's an actual phrase.
It's a military term.
Right. So the example Wikipedia gave me, or Zoc gave me, was about when you play like Dungeons and Dragons or board games or RPG like games like that, where it's the surrounding spaces on the grid of your controlling character, which is apparently zone of control. That's my understanding of zone of control in their context. So
Yep.
it's like, okay, whatever. And then their mission statement, I guess, is by being in the zone of control, they can sit and stay and do whatever they want, or they can ride the wave and trends, or take different kinds of shapes. I don't know what the fuck that means with zone of control, but I don't know.
So they're gonna sit in the zone of control of music and do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, essentially, it's like it's like they have the freedom to do whatever they want. Is kind of the message I'm getting, and
they're not going to do a single concept.
That's what it seems like. It's like they seem like, oh, we can get into a single concept, but then drop it completely for the next thing they do. That's what it reads to me.
Yeah.
And it says like, oh, we are influenced by everyone, and we try to connect with everyone and exist in that way. So it's like, okay, sure. And Omori Seiko has a statement that says, I'm not the producer for ZOC. I am fighting with them, because Omori Seiko's actually in this. She's the pink member. She fights with them, plays with them, and she is a co-conspirator, essentially, is what she is calling herself.
So is she a member or not?
She is, but she doesn't. She doesn't want to call herself a producer, is what she's saying. She probably does write everything and produce, like, you know, the video or the outfits or whatever, the direction of the group. But she's saying that she is not the one making the final decisions. Like, she's saying it like, hey, I'm gonna make this point and make it hard. I'm not controlling this group. I contribute along with everyone else. It's kind of the message she's trying to pass.
Yeah.
So, yeah. The first thing that stood out to me is that this song is awesome.
It's pretty good.
I think this song is super catchy, good energy. It's kind of repetitive, but it's just a good melody, good hook, and aggressive and pop rock in a good classic pop rock way.
Yeah, I don't know what it was about it. Maybe it's the way this version is edited. I'd get into listening to it, and then I'd hit the end, and it just like hitting a wall.
Well, they do reduce the audio level so they can like focus on showing the members.
Yeah,
that might be why it kind of takes you out of it.
Yeah, it's just like it's like getting a cold bucket of cold water thrown at you. It's just like,
yeah,
really.
That one girl from Nama Hamuto Yaki Udon is in this, so that's cool. You remember them, right?
Yeah,
it's a duo, and they did a song with Omori Seiko.
The comedian group.
Yeah, they're kind of comedic.
Yeah.
So that's cool. And I think I'm really excited about this because how Omori Seiko kind of, you know, says we're going to do whatever we want, essentially, and we can ride the wave or go against the current, essentially, is kind of their mission statement. So I'm looking forward to what they do. And I really like the song.
I don't know why, but I always expected Amani Seiko to be like way older than she is.
She is 30, but she
What?
doesn't really look 30. Yeah.
Yeah, no, she doesn't. She looks
Yeah.
24, maybe.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Um,
So she doesn't stick out, right? Like
no.
when Nakagawa Shoko did a song with Dempagumi, Punchline, she stood out because she was at least 5, 6 years older than everyone else. So that
Yeah.
kind of stood out. It's like when Shinoda Mariko was in AKB, and it's like, oh, there she is standing next to Matsujin is a bad example because she looks older than her actual age, but like, oh, it's her standing next to a 15-year-old girl. She's twice her age. What the hell, you know?
Mariko and Machan.
Sure, if you're gonna go that far back, yes, yes, she was probably twice her age, right? Yeah, at least twice.
Yeah, not quite, but yeah.
At a certain point, she was, I think. Well,
No.
the amount of times you're older is not gonna change ever, but
Yeah.
yeah, she was like what 25 when AKB started, and Okumanami was like 11, right?
Uh, 12. Because I think Jay or 10. She was okay.
She was young, so
Yeah, she was young when she started.
yeah,
Cause she's back now.
yeah. Oh, is she?
Yeah, she's doing modeling stuff.
Oh, good for her.
I
Japan's
believe.
really into halfies, so she will not be short on work. So yeah, she doesn't stick out. I think that was the point I was trying to make.
Yeah.
We were trying to make was that she doesn't stick out. She kind of blends in with the group, and I'm excited. I'm really excited for this group. I just hope it's not a novelty thing. It's like, hey, we just did it for shits and giggles that one time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, oftentimes these idol groups get stuck in a concept, or they try to start a concept like baseball girls.
Yep.
That just doesn't ever last,
Mhm.
and then they just kind of fall into the stereotypical.
We're idols.
Yeah.
Right? It always
Yeah.
does. It's like, hey, we're singing about baseballs and hitting a home run, and then it's like next summer it's my melody to you. What the shit does that have to do with baseball? You know?
Look at my bikini as I dance on the beach.
Right. At least
Or-
play balls. You know, play balls is someone who lives the gimmick. Even though they haven't released anything that I have seen recently, because they've gone through some member changes and stuff like that. But yeah, they always have something baseball related in their PV or in the song. So
Yeah.
well, they always have it in their song. But yeah, they live their gimmick. So
Yeah. Yeah. There's just some that they can't maintain that concept.
Yep.
Yeah. Even Paspo
Yep.
kind of fell out of it.
No, they stopped doing airline shit after like the first year.
Yeah.
Then they're like, "Hey, I love you." Okay, so this has nothing to do with like flying a plane or being on a flight. Okay,
Or-
sure.
Yeah. So
We
it's like,
just ignore the concept.
yeah. So, yeah, a conceptless group that's just going to be, this is our concept for this single or the next two singles or whatever.
Yeah.
It could work really well.
Yeah.
I think the stage outfits would have to be highly tailored to fit. But
I like how ridiculous it is. It's like kind of patchwork, but not quite in that whack way.
it's kind of
It's
a
more
Momoko
girly.
way.
Yeah, it's girlier for sure.
But it's not quite to the extreme that Momoko has gone to.
Yeah.
They're not wearing a bikini top over a clear plastic filled whatever.
They're not wearing a clear plastic raincoat.
Covered in a bikini filled with
Yes.
balls.
Yep. That happened.
Yeah.
So yeah, this PV just takes place in a set studio, and that's
Mm.
it. They just performed the song, so
Yep.
nothing much to say.
Yep.
All right, you want to rate it?
When I read this, because I read over the member list. I'm like, Omori Seiko, is that the same one we know, or is that
Yeah.
like somebody else with the same name?
Yeah, it's on. This is hosted on our YouTube channel, so yeah,
Yeah.
this is her.
So I think I'd shelf it. I want to hear a clean version of this. I don't want to hear the edited. Oh,
Video
hey,
version.
yeah. I I'd rather listen to the studio just album version of it.
Yep.
So I'd shelved it both. Um, I don't understand why they're sticking their tongue out at me, but okay.
I don't know. It's really cool. The first girl, she's doing it for me.
Whatever, sure, go for it.
Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna shelf the PV. It's just a one set PV. It's shot okay. They perform really with a lot of passion and intensity, so I like that. So it's not just your typical like, hey, we're just in this one room and there's a band playing behind us. It's better than that. There's lights going on, so that's cool. I like the close-up member zoom-in shots. So
There's also some really just bizarre choreography and stuff
Yep.
that they're doing.
the biting of the finger, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's really intense. I appreciate the energy, song and PV. So, yeah, and song I really like the song. The melody's great. I can't wait for more. It's definitely a playlist for me. I want more of this. This is the most excited I've been for a new group in a long time. Not that there are a lot of groups forming these days, but I hope this continues and this becomes a thing because I'm stoked. All right, that's Zoc. Zone of Control. Zoc Jikenstu. All right, that's all the PVs we're going to talk about tonight. But before we end the show, we got to pick the MVPV of the night, the most valuable promotion video. Who you got, man?
That's a good question. I'd probably go between Lady Baby and Pedro.
No Tamara, maybe?
No. I mean, I like the song, but it's a cover.
Yep.
So, and the PV's not that good.
Yep. My top two is Pedro and Zoc. I think because of my self-hype that I've built up on myself, I would give it to Zoc. But if you are okay with giving it to Pedro, I am fine with that.
Yeah, I think
cool?
I think Lady Baby would probably be my personal number one, but yeah.
Yeah, I can't in all conscience I vote for Lady Baby this week.
Yeah, Pedro's, I think he did a good job for what
She did. I think she did. She was charismatic, she performed well, and she sang well. Even though she has like kind of like that weak girly voice, which I really dig. But I don't know. Some people might not be into it. So. All right, that's Pedro Ayuni D from Bish. Song is called Jiritsu Shinke Shuchochu. That is the MVPV of the week. Don't forget, we stream usually every Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We had to do it on Friday this week because of scheduling conflicts. But usually Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/Schook Kaidan and youtube.com/Schook Kaidan. And I'm at Yoshi Rect on Twitter. Draco is at Draco60. And don't forget to follow Schook Kaidan as well for updates when we go live and all that good stuff. And we got a Discord server at discord.me/NSK. Anything else, man?
No, that's it.
All right, that'll do it for the show. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Later.